Yes, people. Welcome back to the player rating stream. Hopefully, you guys are all doing well. Man, Manchester City have just drawn 1-1 at Anfield in what is such a crazy game. We should have lost, really, based off the chances in the second half. But if Ake doesn't bozo it, we win the game. Strange things, man. Strange things. But look, loads to talk about. And I almost feel like we kind of need to split up the player ratings to a first half player ratings where we were not great, but not terrible, right? To the second half player ratings where we were just bad, really bad, man. Honestly, that second half performance was kind of crazy, man. I honestly can't believe how poor it was, guys. But we're going to get into it. As always, guys, please make sure you drop a like on the stream. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel. Make sure you're giving me your ratings in the live chat as well. And of course, if you're watching back on replay, then give me your comments in down below. You guys are lucky I didn't do a watch along, or else you would have definitely lost that, said Saeed. Bro, I can't believe we got a point, man. I think maybe Liverpool, but looking back on that now, thinking, damn, we could have won that. We should have won that game. Okay, let's get straight into it. As always, for people that have never been here for the player ratings, we usually, you can do what you want in it. It's not that deep, but we usually say 6 is an average. Anything less than that, you think they sort of negatively impacted the game. Anything above that, then obviously you think that they benefited. That's Ederson. Played 56 minutes and made 1 save in the game. Obviously give the penalty away, but I'm sorry, I can't believe I've seen some people blame Ederson for that penalty. I cannot believe it. Like, that is 100% on Ake. I can't believe people are blaming that on Ederson. It's a crap pass. He's massively underhit the pass. Now, this is like okay, that's a fair comment. Okay, it's not his fault, but the way he went for it was silly. Yeah, but the thing is, obviously, that might be true, yeah, but that is still on Ake. Ake's put him in that position by doing a crap pass, and Ederson's then had to rush to get it. I'm not putting any blame personally, and you obviously can give your own ratings, but I'm not putting any blame at all on Ederson for that. Passing there, misplaced 6 passes, which were all long balls. That's pretty much it. I don't know. I give him like a 6.5. Obviously, couldn't do anything. Penalty's a penalty. What can you do? I'm not blaming him for the pen. I refuse to blame him for the penalty. That's just on Ake for me. I'm sorry. It is. That's my opinion. There are a couple people in the chat saying Ederson is to blame, but for me, I'm blaming Ake 100%. Okay, let's come on to Nathan Ake. Here we go. That's his heat map. 90 minutes played in the game. Let me zoom in a little bit. It's a bit zoomed out there. That's better. 4 clearances, 1 block shot, 2 interceptions. He won 3 out of 3 ground duels. He won 2 out of 4 aerial duels. 80% passing accuracy, which is low. 1 cross unsuccessful. 4 long balls, 1 successful. See, this is why when you're doing player ratings, yeah, you can't just go off a stats, because this is given Nathan Ake a 7.3 because obviously Sofa scores stats, but we like to combine stats with the eye test. Now, Nathan Ake was 100% to blame for the penalty, in my personal opinion. I'm glad that after that he didn't get rattled, because he could have fallen off big time. So massive credit for him after the penalty to stay on it, because after that he was actually pretty good. But I'm afraid, despite how good he was for the whole game, at the end of the day, when all said and done, he's cost us 2 points. So I'm sorry, man. Like, I'm going to have to give him a low score. And I do feel a bit sorry for him, because he played well other than that. But at the end of the day, when you're playing in these games, these high stakes matches, it comes down to the small details. And you can play well, yeah, for 90 minutes, 99 minutes as it is these days. But if you do something wrong that causes a penalty or gives a goal away, then, you know, what do you want me to do? Sit here and go, oh, it's okay. It's all right. He gave a penalty away, but it's all right. He had a good game. 7.5. I can't do that, man. So for me, I'll give him a 4. I'll give him a 4, which, there you go. A 4 is what I'm going to give him. He actually, if we exclude the penalty thing, he actually had a pretty good game. He played quite well. His stats prove that, you know, and the eye test proves it. But ultimately, what can you do? I can't be giving him a good score, man, if you give it, because he's cost us 2 points at the end of the day. So there you go. Big up Roberto says, aside from the squad, big up Ortega saved us a point. Yeah, I mean, we'll actually do, we'll do the subs. We will do, we don't normally do the subs, but we will do the subs because it's such a big game. So big up for Roberto for reminding me. LB is quite clear. Ake 0, Walker 0, Haaland 0, Bernardo 0. Off Meta says, sell KDB. He's got 12 assists in 2 months. KDB is at the age where the team has to perform in moments for the rest for 5 minutes. He can't go 110% for 90 minutes. I actually kind of agree. I think other players have to start stepping up. Foden needs to step up. Bernardo needs to step up. Yeah, Doku or Alvarez, whoever else needs to step up. We can't just be sitting here going, oh, Kevin De Bruyne needs to step up. He's the only player that can. No. There are 10 other players on the pitch. Other players needs to step up. But this is why I'm saying 100% that we need to get in the replacement for Kevin De Bruyne before he leaves. If the plan is De Bruyne's going to do 1 more year next year, get a replacement in this summer and give him a full year. Chicken Wing says Ederson was stupid going for the kick. Brain dead, says Chicken Wing. Okay. And Omar says 98th minute Liverpool goal scored by. It means more, says Omar. And Second City Saint with a member chat says Haaland the ghost of big games. Yeah, he didn't do too much today, did he? He got 1 chance on Van Dijk, but hit straight to goalkeeper. Yeah. Right, let's move on to Akanji. See, I thought this guy was great today. That's his heat map. It was a big call to drop Diaz. I think it paid dividends personally. 90 minutes played, 4 clearances, 3 interceptions. He won 2 out of 2 ground duels. He won 2 out of 8 aerial duels. 91% passing accuracy. Some of his passing, by the way, mainly in the first half. Second half, not so much. Some of his passing that first half, breaking the lines, was incredible. 1 long ball, not successful. I think for me, he was our best defender, given the fact that John Stones ain't really a defender. I think he was great, man. And I think a lot of people who maybe were, before the game, a little bit skeptical about this decision, say, oh, no, I'm not sure about this. We should have played Ruben Diaz. And obviously, I wasn't, because I'm calm with Akanji. I think Akanji's great, and I think he's massively underrated. I think a lot of people after today's game will look at Akanji and go, you know what? Diaz is he's not 100 always needed. Diaz doesn't have to play every game, man. You know what I mean? Akanji's more than capable of playing. So yeah, Akanji, I thought today was pretty solid, man. I'm going to give him second half. His passing did tail off a little bit, but I think he deserves to get decent rating. I'm going to give him 7.4. 7.4 is going to be my rating for Manuel Akanji. So I think he was solid, and hopefully some of you guys that maybe were a little bit skeptical before. Hopefully, if Pep does this again, hopefully, like, you'll think, nah, it's fair, because he didn't do anything wrong, really, to be honest with you. Right, Kyle Walker. Oh, God. That's his heat map. Okay. 90 minutes played, 3 clearances, 2 interceptions, got dribbled past 3 times. Wow. Last man tackle, 1. 4 ground duels, 1 out of 11. 2 aerial duels, 1 as well. 84% passing accuracy. So bad. Crosses, 1 unsuccessful. I don't know what he's doing on that cross. Why on that cross did he smack the ball so hard? If he just puts a cross in with normal pace, De Bruyne gets there for a tap in and he goes boom and absolutely smacks it across. I know he's a defender, yeah, but that was, for me, is wild. And some of his forward passing in the second half was dreadful. 5 long balls, 2 successful, 2 dribble attempts, 1 successful. From a defensive point of view, I thought he'd done okay. Wouldn't say he was great, but it was okay. But everything about his forward game today was so poor. So poor. So that gives me with a dilemma, because defensively he kind of done his job. It was scary. I'm not sure why we kept on leaving Luis Diaz on the wing unmarked. I'm not sure whether that was just Kyle Walker doing what he wanted to do, or whether that was an instruction from Pep. I imagine it was an instruction from Pep, because it was so obvious. It wasn't just once or twice. It was like literally every time. I'll probably give him, I don't think he was ass. I'll give him a 5. I'm going to give him a 5. I don't think it was like shockingly bad, but yeah, he's passing and that cross, man. Poor. But he did all right defensively. So I'm going to give him a 5. But yeah, not particularly great, I didn't think. Okay, let's go into John Stones, who was obviously playing that sort of, again, hybrid position. That's his heat map from today. There we go. 90 minutes played, 1 goal. Oh, yeah, he got the goal. Forgot about 81% passing accuracy, which is slightly lower, but he obviously plays further forward. 4 long balls successful, 1 shot on target, 1 dribble attempt successful. Look at these numbers, guys. Unbelievable. 1 ground duel, 1. 2 aerial duels, both of them won as well. Couple clearances, interception there. I think it's pretty solid, man. I think it's pretty solid. I can't get him an 8. I'm sorry. I can't get him in the 8s. I struggle to get any player in the 8s, to be honest, today. I'll give him a 7.8. Yeah, 7.8. That's probably as high as I can go on these player ratings. I don't think I can get players in the 8s, even though he scored. You know, he was all right today, but yeah. 7.8 is where I'm going to go. Okay, let's go to Rodri. That's his heat map from today. Again, a little bit isolated. This is becoming a little bit of a theme. This is becoming a little bit of a theme in these big games. And to be honest with you, he's probably on the manager because Pep Guardiola, yeah, he keep on obviously playing playing this system or these tactics where Rodri's basically on his own. And I do think that we really need to start thinking about playing Kovacic in these big games with Rodri. Yeah. So for me, I'm not saying I had a bad game. I don't think I had a bad game, but I think for me, we need to be playing Kovacic and Rodri. I thought for me, when Kovacic come on off the bench, yeah, he done good and he improved us. The team still didn't do particularly well, but he clearly was a lot better than whoever he was. It De Bruyne, like because obviously De Bruyne's playing further forward. We should just play Kovacic in there with Rodri. Yeah, that's what I want to see in these next 2 games against Newcastle and Arsenal. Kovacic, Rodri, and then either Kevin De Bruyne or Foden. Yeah, Kevin De Bruyne don't have to play every game. If you don't want to play him, play Foden. If you don't want to play Foden, play Kevin De Bruyne or play Foden on the wing. I think for the big games, I'm not saying you have to do this again against the lesser teams at home and away. I'm saying for the big crunch games, you have to have players on there that can calm it down. And unfortunately, we had very few players on the pitch there in that second half that when they got on the ball were calm. Yeah, so you've got to get Kovacic in there. That's his heat map for Rodri. 90 minutes played, 88% passing accuracy, 1 key pass, 10 long balls, 8 successful, 1 dribble attempt, 1 successful, and 8 ground duels, 8 ground duels, 4 of them won, and 2 clearances there as well. Yeah, listen, I thought he'd done all right, to be honest with you. It wasn't probably one of his best games, but he was trying. I just think everyone around him just kind of just was crap. Bernardo Silva, mate. I mean, we'll come on to him, but he didn't help. Yeah, because he would just be that second half from Bernardo was one of the worst 45 minutes I've seen from Bernardo Silva, possibly ever in a City kit. He was shocking. And he was the one that was, for a large part of that, was meant to help Rodri out, and he wasn't. Rodri's going to get a decent score. 7.5, I think, is where I'm going to go. I don't think he was bad. I'm seeing some low scores from Rodri there. So a couple of people put him on the 5s. I think that's super low for Rodri. I didn't think he was anywhere near a 5, to be honest. I go 7.5. I think it was all right, to be honest. Okie dokie. Let's move into the sort of attackers. You know what? Let's start off with Bernardo Silva. Yeah, that's his heat map from the game. Okay. In fact, sorry, we've got a super chat here from Sign. Says our captain, about Kyle Walker. Well, yeah, we need someone to be able to compete with him. Yeah. You know what's mad? Yeah, is I know obviously last year we won the treble, but Walker when we had Danilo was all right, yeah. But then when Cancelo came in and he had competition, Walker's game went to the next level. And now Cancelo's gone. And obviously we won the treble in the second half of the year, but I wonder if there's something where he needs competition. Because at the moment he has no competition, you know. Okay, these are his stats. Bernardo Silva, 90 minutes played, 84% passing accuracy, 1 key pass in the game, 1 cross unsuccessful, 5 long balls, all unsuccessful, 3 dribble attempts, 2 successful, 11 ground duels, 6 successful, 1 clearance. Oh, I can't believe the performance. That second half, honestly, I think that was the worst 45 minutes I've seen Bernardo play in that second half for us ever. He was shockingly bad. He got rattled, couldn't handle it, needed to keep the ball, just didn't do it. Just didn't do it at all. Yeah, seriously poor, man. Seriously poor. I'm going to give him. I'm going to give him a 3. Yeah, I'm going to give him less than Ake because yes, Ake made a mistake. Yeah, but after that, he was fine and he was fine the rest of the game. Bernardo in that second half just didn't do the basics right. I'm giving him a 3, man. I think he was real bad, real bad. And that's disappointing because he's usually someone that you can rely on in that middle of the pitch. And today we just didn't, we couldn't rely on him. So that's super disappointing. Yeah, 3 from me, to be honest with you. Can't believe it. Sign Silva says Alvarez is never, ever, 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 ever. Many other evers says going to be a good midfielder. I agree, but he'll continue to play in the midfield and on the wings because if we don't play him there, he'll leave. So you either play him in a position that you don't really want to play him, or he'll leave. And as each fan, me, you, everyone in this chat, every single City fan around the world, they all have to come up with their own decision. Do you want to just say you're not playing in the wings, you're not playing on the bench because you're not playing in the midfield because you're not particularly great there, but then he's probably going to leave, or do you play him there? Like everyone, you all have your own opinion on that, So depends what you want to do, really. Let's go Phil Foden, whose stats say he's got a bad game. That's his heat map from today. 90 minutes played, 1 shot on target, 1 shot blocked, 7 dribbles, 3 successful, 1 big chance missed. Wait a second. That's not the big chance where Keller pushed it onto his head, is it? Surely not. 83% passing accuracy, 3 crosses unsuccessful, 2 long balls, 1 successful, 13 ground duels, 6-1. Yeah, some of the stats for you there. Quiet day. Didn't do too much. Thinking, quiet day. I don't think it was ass, but didn't influence the game enough for me. Didn't get on the ball and create enough. Didn't do too much. He had spells where he did all right. Don't get me wrong, but I would say I think I might give him a 6. I don't think he negatively impacted the game, so I'll probably give him a 6. Yeah, I don't think he did anything ass, but yeah, I'll give him a 6 out of 10, to be honest. Right, let's continue. Let's do De Bruyne. Obviously, he got subbed off. That's his heat map from today. There you go. 69 minutes played, 1 assist off the corner, 64% passing accuracy. Look at this, guys. This is a problem. Yeah, how long did he play? So he played 70 minutes and we only managed to get him 34 touches of the ball. That's a big problem. That was a big, big problem there. 3 key passes, 3 crosses, 2 successful, 1 long ball unsuccessful, created 2 big chances, 1 shot on target, 1 shot blocked, 4 ground duels, 1 of them won, 1 aerial duel, not one. 6.5. I don't think really, to be honest with you, like, was he better than Foden? I just think they were kind of just both kind of the same. Like, they just didn't do enough, didn't get on the ball enough, and both had individual kind of moments where, oh, they did something good, but in the end, didn't really get enough ball. I'll give him a 0.5 for the assist, but because it was nice, it was a good corner. But yeah, other than that, didn't really do too much. So yeah, I'll give him a 6.5. But yeah, that's the big problem there. We just didn't get him on the ball enough. We didn't get him on the ball anywhere near enough as we needed him to. Okay, let's do Julian Alvarez, guys. Here we go. This is his heat map. That's a bit wild, isn't it? 69 minutes played in the game. 1 shot on target, 1 shot off target, 4 dribbles, 2 successful. Fuck yeah, now. Is that right? Is that passing accuracy right? I'm going to refresh this, man. That fucking can't be right, mate. That's not right, that can't be right, that. I'm not having that. It's not possible. It's not possible. No, 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 no. No. No, 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 no. It can't. 56 fucking percent. I'm checking FootMob. Jesus. It's right. It's right. It's 56% passing accuracy. Holy shit. I've never, yeah. How long have we been doing player ratings? How long have we been doing player ratings? Been thinking we're doing it about 2 years. I have never seen a passing accuracy that low in my life. Wow, that is crazy. One cross unsuccessful, 7 ground duels, 3 successful, 1 error that led to a shot. Yeah, man, poor. Just what he did, yeah, at the end of that first half where he should have just cleared that, wound me up big time. I can't lie, man. Like, bad, so bad. 2.5, and I think that's generous. I feel sorry for the guy, me, because he's not even been playing in his proper position, man. Yeah, he's not getting played in these positions that are not his position, and then we all cook him because he's not playing well. But he's not a winger. He's not a winger, and he's not a midfielder. And a lot of the performances this year, when he's played all right in midfield, and most of them have been masked by the fact that he's got goals or assists. He very rarely has a good game in that midfield. And like, I feel sorry for the guy, me. It's not his fault that he's not a winger, man. You play Erling Haaland, yeah, centre attacking mid, and this guy's probably ass as well. Like, it's probably not quite fair on him. But we need to make a decision now on Alvarez. You either start playing him as a striker that can compete with Haaland, right, which probably means he's mostly on the bench, but then he'll probably leave, or you don't play him, because I don't actually think this is fair on Alvarez, man. Playing him in the wing, playing him in midfield, he can't do it. He can't do it, man. And he might get away with it sometimes because he'll get goals and assists, yeah, and he will mask it. But I don't think it's good for him, man. Personally. Amar says Alvarez is no better than Mateta. Told you guys. Hey, Mateta's a baller, man. Right, let's go on to Haaland. That's his heat map. 90 minutes played. 1 shot on target. 3 dribble attempts. I always look at these. I always look at these stats for Haaland and just think, like, what's the point, man? Like, that's not really what I judge him on. There was a couple of nice link-up plays that he had. He had one with Kevin De Bruyne, which was pretty decent. He got the ball from Kevin De Bruyne when he ran past Van Dijk. And whilst I personally just think he should have just knocked it past Van Dijk and ran after it, because I think he's probably faster than Van Dijk. And if he's, he either gets there or Van Dijk takes him out and gets sent off. Other than that, I just didn't really get too much service. I'll give him a 6.3. I'll give him a slightly more than a 6. But, yeah, just didn't get involved enough, to be honest with you. Didn't get involved enough. Yeah, I'll give him a 6.3. Right, let's go to the subs. I don't normally do subs, but, they did play some serious minutes here. So I think it's wise to do the subs. Big up to Sign Silver again with another super chat. Says Robbo Muppet. What do you mean robot? Robot Muppet does fuck all. Drop him and play Alvarez as striker, says Sign Silver. But I genuinely think that's what we should be doing. We should be having Alvarez and Haaland competing against each other, in my opinion, and have it like that. That's what I think it should be. Right, Stefan Ortega played a fair few minutes, played 34 minutes, made 4 saves in that as well. Made a really good save. 2 run-outs, both successful. 1 high claim, 63% passing accuracy. I think he played well. One of the better players. He probably saved us the game, to be honest with you. Some of the saves he made, was decent. So I always struggle to give player ratings, man, for subs because it's weird. They only played 30 minutes, but caveat this with the fact that he only played certain minutes. I'll give him a good score. I'm happy to give him. Does he get an 8, man? Because he made a couple big saves. I don't know. I'll give him a 7.8. I give him a 7.8. I think he made some big saves. But again, he only played 30 minutes, so it's wild. But good. He come on and made some huge saves. Mateo Kovacic. Now, the stats might tell us that he didn't do anything. But it's about what he did when he had the ball and the calming influence that he brought. Well, to at least himself. It didn't rub off on anyone else. But to himself, he certainly did. 21 minutes played. 90% passing accuracy. Look, that's what we needed. Yeah. How many times did you lose possession? 6. That's it. Decent. Yeah. Player rating, I don't know what you want to give him. 7.5. Yeah, whatever. Don't really matter. But you clearly seen that when he come on the pitch, man, he hardly lost the ball. And he was just, we needed that. He should have made that sub 10, 15 minutes earlier, to be honest with you. Maybe we should have started with him on. Most people wanted him to start, but I think it's clear that in the next games against Arsenal, yeah, and probably against Aston Villa as well, because that's going to be a tough one. You're going to probably need Kovacic in the middle. So, yeah, again, one of the better players. And he's only on the pitch for 20 minutes. Doku will be interesting because let's go through the stats. That's his heat map. Oh, I could have given a penalty away. Gee, could have won it for us, yeah, with the post. And then could have given a penalty away at the end. 21 minutes played. 1 shot on target. 1 shot blocked. Hit the woodwork. 90. Yeah, the rest is kind of low. I ain't going to give him a player rating, really. But I thought he did all right, actually. You know what I mean? Didn't give the ball away too much. Hit the post, which was decent. Good, close to going in. Could have given a penalty away, mate. I tell you what, imagine if he would have given the penalty away. He would have got absolutely cooked by our fan base. Cooked. Yeah, if he would have given that penalty away. Oh, my days. I don't know if there would have been a way back for him after that. But yeah, you know what? I thought he'd done all right. He wasn't any worse than Alvarez. Put it that way. Was that it? Pep Guardiola. Should he have started Kovacic? Yeah. Should he have brought Kovacic on sooner? Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I think Pep, man, I don't know about that. I think he should have just put Kovacic on a little bit sooner, man. So I'll probably give Pep. I'll give him a 6, man. Maybe that's too high. I'll give him a 5.5. But yeah, there you go. Player rating's done. I still like struggling to sort of fully process how to feel. Do you know what I mean? Because like I say, on one hand, I'm sitting here thinking, if Ake doesn't bozo it, we win the game. On the other hand, we should have lost. So I don't know. Big up to Why Always Me for the. Is that a super sticker? I know it's just a super chat. Thank you for the super chat. Big up Al says dreadful second half performance from City, mate. Unbelievable. I can't believe how bad that was, Al. Yeah. Wild. And players like Bernardo Silva, a player that you usually depend on in games like this, was atrocious. Big up to Solo says KDB and Alvarez were a disgrace. Pep 2, shocking, says Solo, and LB says it was a pen. I think we were semi-lucky there, to be honest with you. I think on another day, that easily gets given. That easily gets given as a penalty on another day. Yeah, wild. Listen, guys, I've got a panel show coming up later on. More LB, 9 p.m. Yeah, 2.5 hours. I'm going to be live on More LB, the second channel. The link to it's in the description. Who's on? I might forget some names. I got myself, Tones on, Joe Butterfield's on, Simon's on. I'm sure more people are on, but it's emptied my head. I'm sure more people are on. Yeah, and Elbin's tomorrow. So yeah, join me for the More LB panel show, 9 p.m. on the second channel. Nobbins ain't on. Nobbins is going to be doing Elbins with me tomorrow. So yeah, that'll be tomorrow. But listen, I am actually going to redirect you to Nobbins. Speaking of Nobbins, he's live now. He's giving his post-match reaction. So I'm going to do a little redirect to him. Go over there. I'll be back at 9 p.m. It's the second channel. Remember that. More LB. It's not on this channel. Too much stuff's going on this channel today for me to do it on there. If you're watching this back on replay, please give me your comments down below. I do read them all. I always go on afterwards and scroll down and see and I reply to as many as I can. But please go down, smash a like, subscribe, and I'll see you at 9 p.m. More LB. You're going to Nobbins. See you later.